Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're diving into the cultural impact of globalization, arguably the most straightforward of the three main impacts you need to know. Let's start with how globalization affects culture. We can think of culture in two broad ways. First, there's traditional or ethnic culture, the beliefs, values, and practices that shape the lives of people within a particular community. These are the customs and traditions you might associate with your ethnicity or heritage, providing a sense of identity and belonging. But it's important to understand that no culture exists in isolation. Throughout history, cultures have always been influenced by others, whether through travel, trade, technology, or even art and literature. So, culture is not static. It's always evolving, even if some groups try hard to maintain the old ways and resist change. The second type is popular or consumer culture. This is shaped by trends in the wider world, advertising and the media, the goods we buy, the shows we watch, the music we listen to, and even the way we use social media all shape our preferences and identities. Modern technology, global transport, and multinational companies have made it possible for both traditional and popular cultures to spread rapidly. As a result, you may notice that lifestyles and tastes in different countries are becoming more and more similar. Let's look at two case studies that show how this cultural spread happens. The first is Americanization, where American culture has become highly influential worldwide through things like Hollywood movies, TV shows, and music. As people everywhere consume American media, they may adopt the values and lifestyles they see on screen. For example, Hollywood's portrayal of women's independence has inspired social change in other parts of the world. But as always, globalization is a double-edged sword. While it can bring positive change, some worry it might dilute or even replace local traditions. The second case study is the Korean wave, or Hallyu. Since the 2000s, Korean music, TV dramas, and beauty products have gained global popularity. This shows that cultural influence isn't just a Western phenomenon. Asian cultures can also reach and shape the world stage. Both the US and Korea rely on technology and digital platforms to make their culture accessible across the globe, whether it's through Netflix, YouTube, or social media. Multinational corporations also play a big role. By partnering with celebrities and using global advertising, they help spread products and lifestyles from one culture to another. This introduces people to new choices and ways of living, but it can also make cultures more alike, as we start eating the same food, wearing the same brands, or listening to the same music. This leads to two main effects: homogenization and hybridization. Homogenization happens when dominant cultures overshadow local ones, making traditions less visible or even replacing them entirely. Some people, especially the younger generation, might feel more connected to global culture than to their local roots. On the flip side, hybridization is when local cultures absorb foreign influences and create something new, like how eating KFC for Christmas became a tradition in Japan, or how Ukraine recently changed its Christmas date to align with global practices. Countries and individuals respond to cultural globalization in different ways. Some governments take strict action to protect their culture. For example, France requires a set percentage of French content on TV and radio, while China limits the number of foreign films shown in cinemas. In Singapore, censorship and content ratings are used to ensure imported culture doesn't undermine local values, especially on sensitive topics like morality or religion. Individuals also have choices. Many people enthusiastically adopt aspects of foreign culture, while others resist and focus on preserving their traditions. Globalization gives us the freedom to pick and choose, whether it's trying new foods, supporting global causes, or simply enjoying music from around the world. In summary, the cultural impact of globalization brings us new experiences and connects us across countries, but it can also threaten unique traditions and identities. The key is balance, protecting what makes us unique while staying open to new influences. Always remember, when answering questions about this topic, think about both the government's and the individual's roles, as well as both the positive and negative effects of cultural globalization. That wraps up today's lecture. In our next and final topic, we'll talk about the security impacts of globalization, including terrorism and cybersecurity. Keep up the good work, keep revising, and I'll see you in the next lesson.